friends. Hope you guys are doing well. For this discussion, when we're looking at part one of the metamorphosis, we're really just getting into understanding who the characters are. And so, while we will later connect some of Kafka's life and Kafka's philosophy to what is happening in this text, this week, I really want to focus on practicing some good characterization. So, remember, in the beginning of the school year, we wrote a lot about the development of a character, and we talked a lot about direct and indirect characterization, which is what I've got here on the screen, direct and indirect. And this week, in our discussions, I'm asking you to pay attention to how Kafka characterizes a character or a group of characters. And I'll show you a little bit of what I'm looking for when we get there. So hang tight. But for now, I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that direct characterization is when the author, so in this story, it's Franz Kafka, it's when the author directly tells you something about the character. So she was a cheery and always upbeat person. I am telling you, that's how she is. Kafka writes that Samsa is turned into a bug. We know that about him. Second, it gives a broad sweep and direct characterization. So you can summarize personality in a line, just one line, and then it's useful for first details. So it's concise, it's good broad details and direct characterization. So you're not going to see something that is like 4 blocks of text, 4 paragraphs of text of direct characterization. With indirect characterization, it shows the reader's character. So instead of saying that she was cheery, we say things like, her lighthouse smile beckoned across the crowd. And so we begin to infer that her smile has an impact on other people, that she is happy. It is also something that is cumulative. So it's actions and words and dress over time rather than just one direct statement. And indirect character is really where we see the development of people. So in some of these questions where I'm asking you to characterize these individuals in the story, it's going to change over time because their actions are going to show different things as they react to realizing that their son, their brother, their worker has turned into a gigantic bug. So yeah, I know it's a weird story. I'm totally into it. I hope you guys find it amusing too. So just for your benefit, let's look really quickly at the discussion. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to post the discussion in there. But for right now, what you'll see here are our discussion norms. I'm asking that all students in this discussion respond to one prompt. All of your responses must be a minimum of 8 sentences, and you must include textual evidence. And then if you would like the full credit, which is 15 points in your final product score, you need to respond to 2 other students' responses. So I need you to go a little bit deeper than just saying like, hey, I like your response, or good job. I want you to ask a question about something they said, or I want you to extend on an idea that maybe you resonated with in their previous response, okay? And then I've got 5 different prompts for you. I'm asking for you to talk a little bit about what we learn about Gregor waking up, realizing he's a bug, and then focusing on work. Number 2, I'm asking you guys to consider the 3 other people living in Samsa's house, and I want you to characterize them by how they approach knocking on Gregor's door, how they try to encourage him to come out of his room. In number 2, I'm really asking you to focus on just before they realize he's a bug, because things change once they realize he's a bug. Then number 3, I'm asking you to describe the character of Mr. Manager, What is he like? What does he care about the most? How do you know that? Number 4, there's a lot of indirect characterization in how that says manager, so I have to change that to manager. Mother, father, and Gregor's sister talk about Gregor's Samsa. So, how would the other characters in this story describe Gregor? How do other characters see him? If you want to focus on all the characters, neat. If you want to just focus on how one character sees someone, that's also good too. And then option number 5, on page 20 of the online text, Gregor gives a speech once the family and Mr. Manager see his full bugness. From this speech, what can we tell Gregor cares about? What do we infer about his personality? So those are your options. You only have to respond to one. If you want to respond to more than one, more power to you. And then make sure you respond to 2 other students. This is all due Friday by midnight, so it's a great idea to get your first response in Wednesday or Thursday if possible. But I also understand that we've got lots of different schedules happening, so I'm trying to be as flexible as possible. Okay, let me know if you need anything. Come see me at office hours, and I hope you guys are doing well.